The Memphis Grizzlies cannot stop the Lakers screening action in the fourth quarter. Let's take a look at what actions put the Grizzlies in a blender. Right here, we call it point flare. It's be a back screen, flare screen, into dribble handoff. Luka Doncic going to read this. They're going to quick, hard show for a little bit too long. Ayton finds the open three here. Let's break this down. I call it point flare because Denver runs this a lot with Jokic and Murray and Gordon, right? Ball goes to the point action. Of course, LeBron, if he goes over the top, set a screen for the corner. The bench is called point strong. Point away is when LeBron goes away and screens. But point flare here is where, look, Doncic is going to set a flare screen or back screen for LeBron here. Then he's going to get a dribble handoff right here off the high post with Ayton. He's going to read it. Once again, a three-point shot. But again, Grizzlies kind of do this weird, like, fake hard show here. Almost like a fake quick trap here. Finds Ayton slipping into an open three, and he was wide open. Let's take a look at how wide open he was with this action, right? Ayton had it. They had a good recovery here. LeBron's doing a good job dipping in here, right? And, of course, really good sink in. But take a look at this. Wide open for this shot here. And this is wide open. You, as a viewer, could have made this shot. Beautiful shot right there. Let's take a look again at this action here, okay? Marcus Smart bringing the ball up. This is kind of something that they're in a little bit right here, ball to the wing here. But again, they're in two-man action with Ayton and Doncic right here. Call it wide pin down to overflow this side of the floor. And we have a pin down action. Luka Doncic comes over it, runs in, of course, Ayton with the lob. Again, nothing really to see here rather than just look how they morph the defense here, right? Memphis going to run this, going to run it, but Smart, instead of going off the ball instead of screen here, he's going to go toward the strong side because earlier in the fourth quarter, if you guys remember, they set a double screen for Doncic. This time, they're going to set a single screen for Doncic here and to open up the lob. So we saw that happen. Now let's take a look. Again, there's 4 points left. They got to get something going. The Lakers have got to get something going. So let's take a look at what they run here, okay? And of course, this was their bread and butter in the fourth quarter here in terms of look at what happens here. It's going to be a LeBron James, Luka Doncic ball screens you see right here. Grizzlies, what do they do with this ball screen? Well, they kind of don't communicate here, don't switch it as well as they could have. Then LeBron James gets this right here, gets to the 8 in the high post here, and then we have a lob results in a foul, right? But take a look at this, right? After this ball screen happens, as we try to see this, it's going to come over here. Doncic picks up the dribble what he shouldn't have. Look at the Memphis Grizzlies going to shade a little bit later. Ayton finds open pocket here, gets it, establishes himself. Memphis Grizzlies kind of, I don't know why they're sending two at him. They do, though, and then it results into a high-low with LeBron James. Now let's take a look at, remember that concept, LeBron James, Luka Doncic ball screen coverage, right? LeBron James sprints for a ball screen right here. Memphis kind of does a hard, they're not even trapping really hard showing. This is really piss poor defense by the Memphis Grizzlies, right? Because the guy do a better job there. But it does pick up Doncic's dribble. Memphis Grizzlies are going to rotate to LeBron James here. Going to rotate. Ayton's going to find that sweet spot right here. But in terms of finding Ayton, we see Vanderbilt cutting here. And again, the Memphis Grizzlies are doing a really, really poor job. They are stopping Luka. They are picking up Luka Doncic's dribble. But the one thing you want to see is just a better rotation with what they want to do. Let's take a look at two more plays here as we see it right here. Ball's over here. LeBron James comes over here. What are we going to run here? We're going to have LeBron James. What's going to do? He's going to set a ball screen here. Are the Grizzlies going to communicate better? They're going to switch it, show it. Do a better job switching it right here. One dribble, two dribble, pro. But he finds a wide open LaRavia here in a rotation. And Doncic is going to take that three. And again, let's take a look at this, though, right? Why am I showing you this? Because it really sounds simple. But again, Memphis Grizzlies, they are now doing a better job switching over it. However, now, look at how much the defense is collapsing. Over there, they don't want to give up a lot here, so they're coming out home here. But look at them. They're zoning up. They're shading to his side here. Maybe try a screen here, like a flare screen, something like that. If you can find it. If you have it, they're closing out hard because he's shooting the three really well this game. And Doncic takes it for a three. But again, this is all with the Doncic-LeBron pick. And it was the last three sets where Memphis weren't communicating and didn't quite call a timeout to organize themselves efficiently enough. Right here, what do we have here? We're going to have LeBron James cross screen for LeBron James here. Get the ball there. Ayton's going to set a flare screen for Doncic right here. Doncic's going to get it. Comes over here, and of course, it's going to be a wide open LeBron shot. Could have drove that as well. Doesn't quite get it, but the offensive rebound happens, and then we get a lob here. But take a look at how these actions in the fourth quarter with the 2 3-minute actions, the ball screen actions, the pick actions really helped the Lakers not only put Memphis' defense, who are disorganized, in a blender, but it gave them a really good opportunities to score, guys. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe. As always, keep your sights on Basketball Vision.